synchronous sequential circuit design. We have seen in our previous lecture about one sequence detector, correct? Sequence detector. That means we have given some set of inputs and then we are expecting some set of outputs. How to design the circuit to generate the output high whenever such a sequence is detected or predetermined sequence is detected, right? So this has lot of applications. We have seen some multiple trans receiver interlink and then bit error rate tester. So there are so many applications based on this logic now. That means our transmitter or the receiver should understand that from where the data is coming or to where the data should be transferred, right? So in all those things, we will keep on pilot sequence. The system will respond based on the pilot sequence, either to this file or that file or to this process, that process. So different process, different files will be triggered or will be enabled based on the pilot sequence appropriately, right? So now we started the Mealy machine design. Therefore, we derived the state table something like this. That means input change, input and output will be represented out of the circle. State will be indicated within the circle. In Mealy model, there is slightly different, right? Because in this Mealy model, the input also contributes in generating the output, right? In addition to the state. Therefore, we are indicating like that. But whereas in Mori model, only the state decides the output. Input has no any direct role in generating the output function. It has role only through the memory, right? So that we will see in the other example. So now we are moving into fifth step now. So we understood the requirements. Then the requirement is converted into state diagram. Then the state diagram is converted into state table. We assumed that the state table is optimum. Therefore, we directly proceeded to state excitation table without applying any without applying any state reduction techniques, state reduction or state simplification algorithm or reduction technique, right? We assume that there is no any possibility for reducing the states further. So this is the optimum in this application. So we continue to the state excitation table now, right? So if you look here, right, if you look here, this is the state 0, state 1, state 2, state 3. So there are totally 4 states. Totally there are 4 states. So we have seen on the day, one flip-flop or one memory unit, one memory module can retain only 2 store states. Means 0 and 1 now. Because the flip-flop output can be either 0 or 1. 0 means 1 state, 1 means 1 state. So whenever we need more than 1 state, then we need to calculate the flip-flop accordingly. Number of flip-flop accordingly. So in general, the number of flip-flop required is 2 power n, where n is the number of flip-flops. Number of flip-flops, right? Or size of the memory. Or size of the memory unit. Size of the memory unit is equal to 2 power, n. If n flip-flop is available, it is possible to store 2 power n states. This is the 2 power n is the number of states possible with n number of flip-flops. N number of flip-flops. Understand? N number of flip-flops now. So if you need 4 states, obviously you should have 2 flip-flops. If you have 5 states, then you need obviously 3 flip-flops, right? So 0, 0, 0 to 1, 0, 1, right? And then remaining states will be unutilized states now. 6 flip-flop also 3, 7 flip-flop also 3, 8 flip-flop means 8 states means then you need 4 flip-flops, right? So one should be able to know how to find out the number of flip-flops now, right? So what I'm telling now, if you expand this table, I'm writing something like this: present state, then input, present state input, and then next state here, and then output. Next state and then output here. So formulation of the state excitation table. State excitation table. So the present state may, suppose if it is S0 is the present state in the sense, I'm representing it by 0, 0, 0, 0, means 0, 0 is the present state, means it indicates S0. It indicates the S0, it indicates the S0 in the sense, see this 0, 0, 0, 0, and then one more 0, 0, right? These 2, 0, 0 indicate the state S0 here. Indicate the state S0 here. Means, see, the state can be 0, 0. At the time, the input may be 0. That means this is X. This is X now, right? Or the input may be 1. Input may be 0 or input may be 1. That means whenever circuit is at S0 state, 0 can come into the circuit or 1 can come into the circuit, right? That S0, the label is replaced by the binary assignment. Binary assignment. So S0 is nothing but 0, 0. We replace the S0 by 0, 0 because S0 will not work out. Will not work out in our design because everything should be dealt in the terms of binary numbers, zeros and ones only now. Therefore, the S0 is replaced here by 0, 0, right? And then 0, 1 is for S1 state, 0, 1 is for S1 state, and then 1, 0 is for S2 state, and then 1, 1 is for S3 state, 1, 1. So therefore, when it is in 0, 1, 0 can come or 1 can come. When it is 1, 0, 0 can come. When it is 1, 0, 1 can come. Because input is not in our control. Any input can come into your circuit when the circuit is in any state. When the circuit is in any state. That all these possibilities we have covered here already now. When the circuit is in S0, 0 can come or 1 can come. If 1 comes, it goes into S1. If 0 comes, it stays there itself. It stays there itself. So like that in all the possibilities we have analyzed it already. If 0 is coming, where it should go, 1 is coming, where it should go now, right? So accordingly, there may be 0, there may be 1 now, right? So these are all the 2 power n possibilities in this table. So if you draw this table here, so we can form the table something like that, right? So since this is S0 and this is S1, this is S2 and this is S3. This is S3 now, right? So S0 is replaced by the binary assignment 0, 0. S1 is replaced by 0, 1. S2 is replaced by 1, 0 and S3 is replaced by 1, 1 now, right? So this is the classical way of assignments. Classical way of assignments until unless any binary value is specifically given you. Specifically given you. For example, you say 0, 0 for S0, 1, 0 for S1, 1, 1 for S2, and then 0, 1, 1 for S2 means S3 means you have to specifically assign only those values, right? But since no any such a conditions here, we go for classical way of assigning the binary value into the states, right? Binary value into the states now. So we have assigned and we have checked all the possible inputs of every state. So when the circuit is in S0, there may be 0 or 1. When the circuit is in S1, there may be 0 or 1 because since we accept only one input at a time in the circuit. Sometimes parallel inputs will be entering into the circuit. 0, 0, triple inputs, 5 inputs. Then accordingly your state diagram will move from one state into another state. So when you go for vending machine control, when you go for traffic light control, when you go for escalator control, understand? Then when you go for automatic drilling machine control, so wherever you go for automatic control, there will be so many states, and simultaneously several inputs will be entering into your circuit now. So you have to manage everything now, right? So when we see the another example, vending machine control, you will understand now how to estimate the state, how to move from one state to the other state. If input is 0, 0, where should go? 0, 1, where should go? Then you have to check something, the user input, GUI input, right? So all those things you have to take into consideration before finalizing your state diagram, right? Fine. Then therefore now I'm moving further. Since there are 2 flip-flops now, I am representing this one something like that. Q1 of t plus 1 and Q2 of t, sorry, t now. Q1 of t and Q2 of t. Q1 of t indicates the first flip-flop. This is Q1 of t. And this is a Q2 of t. The Q1 here, this 1 indicates the first flip-flop. Nothing but LSB flip-flop. LSB flip-flop. And the second indicates a second flip-flop. In this case, this is a MSB flip-flop. Suppose 3 bits are required to represent your states, means the first one is LSB, next LSB plus 1, then MSB. Then MSB. So here it indicates the number indicates the second flip-flop. Nothing but here, most significant bit flip-flop. The T indicates the time at present instant of time, right? At an instant of time, present time. It indicates the present time. Matlab, before applying the clock, before applying the rising edge of the clock. Before applying the rising edge clock. Rising edge of the clock. Rising edge of the clock, right? So once the clock is applied, then the Q1 of t will become Q1 of t plus 1, Q plus 1, and then Q2 of t will become as Q2 of t plus 1, Q of t plus 1, then the output is Y here. The Q1 of t plus 1 indicates that the future output, next output, or next state of the circuit, future state of the circuit, right? So if you take this is the present state, that means Q of t, and this is the next state, that is a Q of t plus 1. Q of t plus 1 now. Q of t plus 1 now. Q of t plus 1 now, right? So now look here, when the present state is 0, 0, if 0 is coming, then this transition, matlab 0, 0, 0 is coming, right? Now I apply the clock, means X is already available at the input of the circuit. Already it reached the input of the circuit, and the circuit is waiting for the clock. So if I apply the clock, rising edge clock here, then this row has a specific profile now. Specific profile in the sense, if 0 is available as the input, circuit is at 0, 0, I am applying the clock now. Therefore, where the circuit will go now? It will be in S0 only, no? It will be in S0 only. Therefore, the Q1 of t plus 1 also should be 0. Q2 of t plus 1 also should be 0, because I want to maintain the circuit in the same state. So no change is required now. It is nothing but no change is required. So as we have seen, no change, toggling, set, reset, everything is possible by using the memory elements, by using the flip-flops or latches. Since we want to trigger the circuit only for the rising edge, we go for the flip-flop, positive triggered flip-flop. Or you want to make use of your circuit only for the negative falling edge, then negative triggered flip-flop we have to design. Negative triggered, positive triggers are just by incorporating one NOT gate, that's all. If you put one additional NOT gate, it will become the falling edge will become rising edge circuit will become the falling edge now. Understand? Okay. Now, then the same way you continue now. What is the output for this condition? If 0, 0 is the state, 0 is coming now, then output is also 0 now, right? So like that, 0, 0, if 1 is coming, where should I go? Where should I go now? If 0, 0 is coming, if 1 is coming, then I needed to move into S0 में. If 1 is coming, I am moving into S1. S1 के लिए हम already assigned the 0, 1. So this will go to 0, 1. Then output will be 0. Output will be 0, right? Like that, you fill up and tell me that. You fill up and tell me. Surbi, you tell me these values. You unmute your mic and tell me your value. What is it here?
0.
What is it here?
0, 0.
0, 0. Result output?
0.
0. Very good. Next.
1, 0.
1, 0. 0.
0.
Next.
1, 1, 0.
1, 1, 0.
1, 0, 0.
1, 0, 0.
0, 0, 0.
0, 0, 0.
0, 1, 1.
0, 1, 1. Very good. 0, 1, 1. All of you understood this one? Any doubt from quantum or anybody? Okay, fine. So now means this is after applying the rising edge. These things will happen after applying the rising edge. After applying the rising edge. We will not analyze y of t plus 1 because we never preserve the y of t. Y of t will not be preserved. But q of t and q of t plus 1 will be preserved. Okay, fine. Now we want to realize this circuit using the JK flip-flop. I am using the JK flip-flop now. JK flip-flop. We want to realize the circuit using the JK flip-flop. If no flip-flop is specifically mentioned, right? No flip-flop is specifically mentioned, then you can use using the D flip-flop. Using the D flip-flop. Since we have specifically mentioned using the JK flip-flop, then obviously there will be two flip-flops. Then here J1 K1 and then J2 K2, J2 K2. I'm dividing, this is something like this. This is nothing but memory. This is nothing but memory now. This is nothing but memory. So we know our typical structure. We know our typical structure of the circuit. What is the typical structure of the circuit? There will be one combinational circuit. Then there will be a memory. There will be another combinational circuit, right? So input goes here. Then the output is coming out. This input also goes here. This is our Y. This is our X now. Correct? No? Then this state will come back to this combinational circuit now. So therefore, this will generate the memory will generate the next state now. So if you take this is Q of t, this fellow Q of t means next state generating function. This is Q of t plus 1.5, right? That means this is the next state generating function now. Next state generating. Don't straight away take this is the Q of t, right? Okay, this is the feedback. Then clock will be here. Clock will be here now, right? So now the question is, I know my present state. I know all the possible inputs here. Understand? And I know what is required also. What is required? What should be the next state also we know now. And we know what is the output also required now. But to get from this state to this state, what is the input I needed to feed to JK flip-flop? And what is this guy now? This guy. Correct? No? Because straight away that state will not come out. That state will come out because we are not just realizing the JK flip-flop characteristics here. We are realizing an application now. We are realizing one application now. Therefore, if the circuit is in this state and this is the input, to get this state, what should go to J1 and K1? What should go to J2 and K2? Understand now? So that we needed to find, and then we got to find this combinational circuit now, because this combinational circuits only will manipulate the input and the present state to force the circuit to move to the required or expected state. We should not allow the circuit to run on its own. Correct? No? Because it is a conditional transition to meet a sudden application now. So application is specific here. Therefore, the flow also should be well specific now, in the well-defined order, right? So that is why it is called a sequential circuit now. So there is a certain predetermined sequence. That is predetermination depends on the application now. So application specific sequence now. So circuit will move only in that sequence now. There is a transition only in that sequence now. How to decide that sequence now? That we have seen already, state diagram and state table. Understand? So therefore, you tell me now, because this row is only for the first flip-flop, and this row is for second, this column is for the first flip-flop. I'm writing here. This is completely for first flip-flop. Right. And this is for the second flip-flop. Therefore, this Q1 of t has a relation only with Q of t, Q1 of t plus 1. The Q1 of t plus 1 only can change the q1 of the q1 of t to some other value. In the same way, this fellow is direct relation to this one now. This one now. But the q1 of t plus 1 and the q1 of t has to be processed through j1 and k1. j1 and k1. And q2 of t and q2 of t plus 1 has to be processed through j2 and k2 only. j2 and k2 only now. Right. So this fellow is corresponding to q1 of t and q1 of t plus 1. And this fellow is corresponding to q2 of t and q2 of t plus 1. And q2 of t plus 1. Understand? But the thing is, while forcing the value, you have to separately force the value. But while treating the entire system, you have to combinedly treat the system. You cannot separately treat the system now because state represents, state consists of 2 bits now. S0 means 0, 0, S1 means 0, 1, S2 means 1, 0, right? S3 means 1, 1. So the state should be combinedly treated. But when we are designing the circuit should be individually forced now. Individually forced, but the circuit will take care of, this combinational circuits will take care of such a forcing now. Correct no? So now you tell me, to maintain 0 to 0, to maintain 0 to 0, see this one, I am taking care of this one now. This two, this one, 0 to 0, what should be J1, K1?
0 don't care.
0x.
0x. I purchased some new pen here. That pen, no, those people kept one cap also. Then 0, 0 के लिए क्या बोल रहे?
0 don't care.
0 don't care. Then 0, 1 के लिए?
1 don't care.
1 don't care. This is coming from our previous table, state transition control table. 1, 0 के लिए?
Don't care 1.
Don't care 1. 1, 0 के लिए?
Don't care 1.
Don't care 1. 0, 1 के लिए?
1 don't care.
1 don't care. 0, 0 के लिए?
0 don't care.
Then 1, 0 के लिए?
Don't care 1.
1, 0 के लिए, sorry 1, 1 के लिए?
Don't care 0.
Is it correct? All of you check with your result. Then second flip flop. This is the second flip flop. The second flip flop check करो अभी ये वाला. ये second flip flop. ये state है. Tell me for J2 K2 0 to 0.
0 don't care.
0 to 0, 0 don't care. 0 to 0, 0 don't care. 0 to 1,
1 don't care.
1 to 1,
Don't care 0.
then 1 to 1 again don't care 0. 1 to 0,
Don't care 1.
1 to 0 don't care 1. Don't care 1. That's all. Don't care 1 now. That means now we know what is the input we need to apply to the flip flops to make the circuit to work as per the predetermined sequence. That means the sequence to recognize the particular 1101 sequence now. 1101 sequence. Right. Now we need to find this circuit. Ye kya way? Then we need to find this circuit also. Because memory we have already known. Memory, what is memory now? This is the memory now. This is J1, K1, J2, K2. This is Q1 of T, Q2 of T, Q1 dash, Q2 dash, nothing but Q1 of T and Q1 of T dash. Q2 of T and Q2 of D dash. This is J2, K2, J1, K1, JK flip-flop 1, JK flip-flop 2, JK flip-flop 2, right? This we know already, because this we can confirm just by seeing the number of flip-flops required for this application now. So by seeing this state diagram, we were in need of only 2 flip-flop because there are only 4 states. So this we can draw now, right? But ye kya hai idhar? Then we know this input also. This input is X now, and there will be one output Y. बराबर है ना? So input X चलेगा, output Y is also over now. But इधर क्या? That we need to find now, correct or no? So to find this one, then for first flip-flop, for first flip-flop, right, for J, acha, okay, I will change the pen. For J1, for first flip-flop J1, चलेगा अभी? Vaishnavi, clear? Is it clear now? So for J1, for first flip-flop J1 के लिए, you make Karnaugh map now for J1 in terms of Q1 of t, Q2 of t, and X now. Apply the Karnaugh map and then you tell me this is for J1. In the same way for K1. Zero, 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 one, 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 zero, zero, one, right? Here Q2 of t, and then here Q1 of t, and then X. Q1 of t and then X. So like that you fill up karo, and then you tell me what is J1 equal to, what is K1 is equal to, and then for second flip-flop. Second flip-flop, J2 is equal to, K2 is equal to, for output, Y is equal to. You simplify and then you tell me the equation now. Take all the don't care conditions also, and then you simplify using the Karnaugh map. Okay, tell me the J1 equation.
Q2 bar X.
J1 is equal to
Q2 complement X.
Q2 into X, Q2 bar X. Is it correct? K2, oh sorry, K1, what is K1?
Q2 complement plus X complement.
Q2 bar plus X bar. And then J2,
Q1 X.
Q1 X. K2,
Q1.
very good, Anvisha. Y, work out and tell me why. Is it correct? First of all of you check whether you are getting the same result or not. Got the result? What is the output equation? Y equal
Q1 Q2 X.
Q1 Q2 X. Q1 Q2 X now, right? Is it correct? J1 K1, J2 K2. For others, any deviation is there in your equation? Nadeem, Umang, Chandrasekhar, you all got the same result, right? Same result, no? Okay, fine. Then we will move into circuit, realization of the circuit. I am drawing the circuit here. X is there. What is J1 now? J1 equal to Q dash Q2 dash into X. J1, X is coming here, and the Q2 dash is coming from here.
Sir, it is not visible.
Abhi?
No, sir, it is out of the phone.
Okay. Abhi?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here no connection actually. X Q2 dash is J1, and then K1 is a Q2 dash plus X dash. K1 is a Q2 dash plus X dash, OR gate. This is a K1. Q2 dash is coming from here, and then X dash, one NOT gate, X dash, K1. Then J2 is a Q1 X, and the gate, X is coming from here, Q1 is coming from here, Q1 is coming from here, Q1 X, K2 is only Q1, and then this combinational circuit is over. Then come to output side, Q1, Q2 and X. Q1, Q2 and X. And X now. This is the AND gate now. So if you look the circuit, this is the combinational circuit. This is another combinational circuit. In this application, only one gate, depends upon the application. Then this is the memory now. Then we needed to draw the flip-flop. Clock. So this entire design is the actually within FPGA now. This is within FPGA. Right, within FPGA now. So according to FPGA, there is one input, that is clock. Another one input is X. One output is there, that is Y. One output, that is Y now. Remaining all these things are the circuit. See, this combinational circuit, next state, generating circuit. Next state, generating circuit. This is nothing but output generating circuit. Output generating circuit now. Correct? No? This is nothing but memory. because it retains your state until unless you apply the another clock now, right? So you look at this diagram, right? Wherever any application you make such a design, right? Definitely the finite state machine FSM or finite state engine FSE, FSM or FSA will consist of these three modules. One is the number of flip-flops required for the design is memory, right? And another one is the combinational circuit. So that will decide what should be the next state of the memory. Either the memory should retrieve the 1 or it should change the 1 into 0 or change the 0 into 1, like that. Then one more output circuit that will generate the output stage now. So these three stages are mandatory in any finite state machine now. Understand? So once the circuit is ready now, but if you are in a MSI technology or SSI technology, LSI technology, also you should select these flip-flops, MSI IC, you have to mount it on the board, then you have to make the wiring to realize this application now. Understand? So the same wiring can be done on the breadboard also now, because you have the flip-flop ICs, you have the AND gate, you have the NOT gate, you have the OR gate now. So you can purchase them, you mount them on the board, breadboard, correct. Then you give your input here, push button input, and then you give one clock here, maybe from any 555, or that is also manual push button. Understand? Then you can connect this output into the LED. So you will get the output whenever 1101 is coming into the circuit, LED will go high. Otherwise LED is off now. But in VLSI technology, this is not required. Right? Even you no need to go to this stage, because as I already told you, circuit will be created by the tools, not by us now. Just you have to tell the tool that I need this application to be done. So this is the application. So we are writing everything on the top level. So we are informing to the software, if the state is this one, go to this state. If the state is this one, go to this state and generate this output now. So just with the help of your state table or your state diagram, the state diagram, you can straight away move into the VHDL implementation. So you can straight away generate the digital circuits based on the state diagram. Then tool will optimize it. Tool will select the flip-flops. Understand now? But inherently, there is no any ready-madely JK flip-flop or SR flip-flop or T flip-flop. Inherently, only D flip-flops are available now. So D flip-flops will be converted into the specific flip-flop. You understand now? Then the circuits will be implemented. Tool will take care of everything. You no need to go for state table onwards, even including. This also कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते हैं, नहीं चाहिए. Then ये also नहीं चाहिए, ये also नहीं चाहिए. Nothing is required now. Just you should be very clear in your state transitions. So you are very good at the state transition. Then you apply your state reduction techniques, and then you confirm that this is the optimum state transition. There is no any possibility for further reduction. Then straight away you go for implementation using the top level VHDL language. Then tool will assign the state variable. I mean 00 for S1, 00 for S0, 01 for S1, and so on. And it will generate the circuit. It will make the wiring inside the application. Then finally you can generate the bit file which will go into the FPGA, so that you can feed the input and the clock here, and you will get your output at the LED point now, right? So our life is so comfortable because of the VLSI technology, because of FPGA mainly now. Understand? So wherever you go there, the circuit will follow this standard format. Matlab, there will be a combinational circuit, then there will be memory, then again combinational, again your output will be there now, right? Now I am proceeding further, right? You work out and then you tell me now the same application. I would like to realize it. Using the T flip-flop, using the T flip-flop, same application using the T flip-flop, but I have, okay, first you do one thing. Using the T flip-flop, batao, using the T flip-flop ke liye, you tell me the equation T1 and then T2. T1 is equal to T2 is equal to. So now what will happen in this circuit diagram? Instead of J1, K1, you are going to write only T1. Understand now? Because a T flip-flop and a D flip-flop, Q1 of T can be transferred into Q1 of T plus 1 just by only one input. Just by only one input, right? No flip-flop, one input. So T1, T2. So T1 के लिए आप make table बनाओ and then you tell me the equation. T1 is equal to what? T2 is equal to what? So whatever the flip-flop, Y will be remain same. Because Y is a function of only state and the input. So no matter what type of flip-flop you are using for the output. So to make the state excitation table for T flip-flop, and then you tell me the equation T1 for T1 and T2, draw the circuit. Draw the circuit also. Get the equation and draw the circuit. What is the T1 now? T1, tell me what is T1?
Sir,
Hmm.
sir, T1
Huh.
X XOR Q2 bar,
X
XOR Q2 bar
Q2 bar,
plus Q1 plus Q1 X bar.
Q1 X bar.
X bar.
T2,
So, T2, so Q1 X
hmm.
plus Q2 Q1.
Is it correct for others?
Sir, for T1 we can have another one, like it is coming same.
Another one means
So means while grouping we can have two type of grouping, no?
that is okay. That is fine. Anyway, no, but finally logical combination will be remain same.
Okay, sir.
If more than one grouping is possible, but if you substitute the value, finally you will get to 1 in both or you will get 0 in both.
Okay.
That is up to us only. No issue. Draw the circuit also then. Okay, fine. Then I will give you one more example. Right. But this is the same procedure for Mealy model, right? Same algorithm you got to apply. No more any further steps in the Mealy model design now, right? For your practice, this one, right? Design the LICO, design the Mealy FSM, design the Mealy FSM for binary to gray code conversion. Binary to gray code conversion using JK flip-flop. Using JK flip-flop. Using JK flip-flop. अब करो. You draw the state diagram. What is the circuit for binary to gray code conversion?
Sir, for how many bits?
Acha, you take 3 bits. 3 bits. 3 bits. Three bits now, right?
Sir, this will be a Mure machine, na?
Mealy machine. So it is something like this now. There are 3 bits now. B0, B1, B2, and then you will be getting your G0, G1, G2. You know the logic also. B2 will be, G2 is B2, and then B1, sorry, B2 XOR with B1 will be your G1, and then B1 XOR with B0 will be your G0. Will be your G0. So state we have to decide now. This is a binary to gray converter. Binary to gray, B to G converter circuit. So state S0 means 0, 0, 0, then clock is applied. CLOCK, clock is applied. So when rising edge applied, it will go to one state. It will go to another state now. So inputs we are taking in the this order 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. This is our input order now. Input will not go randomly. So 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, right. You tell me now, we got 1 second. You got to understand one logic here. Now, if 0, 0 is the input, if 0, 0, 0 is the input, what will be the output? Because I am taking this is B0, B1, B2, right? What will be the G0, G1, G2? If 0, 0 is the input, what will be the gray code for this?
0, 0, 0.
0, 0, 0 only now. 0, 0, 0 only now. If 0, 0, 1 is the input, what will be the gray code now? 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Right? Like that you calculate first. You make the table, use JK flip-flop, assign them, get the combinational circuit for both output and input. No any input here, so straight away you can map. So present state, no input here. The next state, therefore what should be J1, K1, J2, K2, and so on. Here next state is the actually output. Correct? No. So straight away ஒரு flip-flop output will be the final output. Okay, fine. This one you complete it. Tomorrow I will ask you equations, all those things. Then tomorrow, first class, no, we will do the vending machine control. Vending machine controller design using a finite this Mealy model. Then we move into the Mori machine. Any doubt, please ask me now.